I think that sometimes the best health fixes that you can make are the simplest ones. It's the ones that you just set and forget. You buy that one thing and you forget about it for the rest of your life. So that's really what I want to get into with this video. It's just simple fixes for your health that you probably didn't think about. And if you did, it's time to take action on them. So the first mistake that you're making is that you're not showering with a shower filter. And you might ask, why do I even need a shower filter? But get this, your tap water that you shower in has disinfectants. It has chlorine to disinfect the water from bacteria so you don't get sick. But guess what? These harsh chemicals and disinfectants like chlorine are not healthy, not only for your body, for your skin, also for your hair. I literally got a shower filter around a month ago and my hair already feels so much better because I used to have a lot more dandruff than I do now a month later. And I'm telling you, my hair feels a little bit more thicker. It feels less brittle, just stronger when I touch it. And without a doubt, can I attribute this better hair health to the introduction of the shower filter. Don't forget that when you're in the shower, no one tells you this and no one thinks about this. Especially when the water is warm, you're inhaling all these harmful chemicals like chlorine, fluoride, all the chemicals, heavy metals, all the nasty chemicals in your tap water that you're showering in. It goes into your respiratory system. So it's definitely not good for your respiratory health as well. So this is such an easy fix. Just buy it once and forget about it, set it and forget it. For me, it was so easy. Even if it's 1% healthier, right? That's enough proof for me to just get it. So just buy it and forget it. And that's what I did. I have a recommendation. I could put it down below. It's this company called Organic Jaguar. The founder is former US military, and I believe it's just a better filter than most things you see on Amazon. So I'll put it down below. I'm not sponsored or anything. I didn't talk to this guy, but I think you can find value in it, and I think it's one of the best filters on the market. The second mistake you're making is that you're still drinking tap water. It's time to not drink your tap water because it's full of chlorine, full of chemicals, full of heavy metals, full of fluoride, full of all these things that your body is not meant to drink. Don't forget that we also know that your tap water has trace pharmaceuticals, so like birth control, like all these pharmaceuticals that most Americans are on, you're getting tiny amounts of them every time you drink your tap water. So it's definitely not healthy. And again, this is one of the things that you can just buy once, set and forget. And I really recommend you do it as soon as possible. So what can you do? I recommend a reverse osmosis filter. That's the one I have in my home. It could be a countertop system that you can search for on Amazon or a under the counter system. But either way, reverse osmosis is #1 and the best water to drink. And it's such an easy fix that there's no reason for you not to do it. I understand that it's expensive, but your health is worth money, right? You have to understand that if you don't take care of your health and you're 70 years old down the line, and now you have to pay for all these surgeries and for all these medicines, you'll be regretting that you didn't invest in your health up front. So don't make your future self pissed that you didn't invest in your health now. Buy an RO filter, and if you don't have the money, if you really don't have the money and you're in college or something, I recommend you get a filter called Zero Water. And the Zero Water filter is definitely not as good as an RO filter, but it does the job if you're in college, if you want to save money. It's better than drinking tap water, let's put it there. The third rookie health mistake that you're making is that you're still using conventional floss. You have to understand that most flosses out there, they're made out of plastic-based materials. And this is not ideal because it just gives your body another avenue, another way to get more microplastics in your body. Microplastics, they're not good for your hormonal health. And honestly, as humans, we don't even know the long-term exposure risk to microplastics. We don't even have enough studies about it. So the best you can do is to, instead of having a conventional plastic-based floss, opt for a silk floss. I'll put down below the silk floss that I use. Barely feels any different, but it's just one of those things that I told you can fix and you can set and forget. The fourth health mistake that you're making is that you're still using conventional toilet paper. The reason conventional toilet paper is not ideal is because it's been known that it has BPA. If you don't know, BPA is estrogenic, and what we want to do is minimize our BPA exposure. So what can you do? You can opt for a bamboo-based toilet paper, and this is very easy to find. On Amazon, I found a lot. Actually, the one I use, I ordered from Amazon. Definitely think about that. It doesn't feel any much different. It's a little bit tougher, but who cares? If it gives me better health and I don't have to really think twice about it, I just buy it and I don't have to think twice. It doesn't make my day any longer. It doesn't make my day any more difficult. Then, I'm for it. So definitely think about that and make the change. Again, I'll put down below the one that I use. The fifth health mistake that you're making that you can easily fix is using plastic Tupperware. All these meal prep containers that you heat in the microwave, the reason those are so bad is not only because the plastic is estrogenic, but it's worse when you heat it up. When you heat plastic up, BPA is leached at a much higher rate. And if you meal prep, like I'm guessing most of you do, just buy meal prep containers that are made out of glass. The top is usually made out of a little bit of plastic, but you don't have to worry because when you heat it up, you don't use that part. You take it out and you just heat up the glass portion to ensure that there's no BPA leaking into your food. So again, if you meal prep, this is especially useful for you because if you don't, I doubt you're using plastic to eat your food. Also just use, a plate, like a glass plate. If you're meal prepping, do not use plastic. Don't eat in plastic. Don't use utensils that are made out of plastic. Don't use plates that are made out of plastic. Opt for glass instead of plastic. So again, I hope these tips helped you and I hope you can make these practical steps to improve your health as soon as possible. So I'll put down below the links to what I use and I hope to see you healthier. Brother, I'll see you next time. Peace.